When Tony Parker comes back to France right in the middle of the lockout and after winning a silver medal at the European Championships, he was made to feel very welcome, especially because it was for a good cause. 7:30, the start of the promotional event for his foundation, and the 6th benefit gala evening, which he has organized for the 3 associations.
3 associations. The first, Make-A-Wish, which he is an ambassador for. It's All Happiness. The Omar Association and Action Innocence, the association which fights pedophilia on the web. So these are the 2 associations which I chose this year. It's the same principle. Each year we try to switch so that we can share it out and everyone can benefit. And there will be an auction with around 10 items to raise as much money as possible.
Heading for the news radio station Europe 1, TP wants to ride the blues wave of success at the European Championships to promote basketball in France. A chance for him to speak about politics, the gala evening, but also about Eva.
The last time we saw each other was with Eva Longoria here in Paris. After your divorce from the Hollywood star for the tabloids, that was like a gift from God. Was there a time when you were afraid of losing yourself, Tony Parker?
No, because these are things which happen in life. There are plenty of divorces. I'm not the only one to have been divorced. Unfortunately, mine was in all the magazines. But for me, at the end of the day, my family and my true friends know the truth. Beyond that, I can't control what people are going to think. Of course, it was very, very difficult to go through, but I will always love and respect Eva.
Quite clearly, a true gentleman, this Tony. Time for a few photos and we head off. On the way, we wanted to speak about music.
Well, I have quite eclectic tastes when it comes to music. In fact, it depends what mood I'm in. I really like hip-hop, of course, but I also like rock.
Any artists in particular?
Coldplay, The Killers, Kings of Leon are the groups I really like at the moment. I saw The Killers in concert 2 months ago in London. It was mental. It was the first time I had been to such a massive concert like that in London. It was cool. I've already seen Coldplay 3 times. I'd love to see Kings of Leon. I also like classical music. I went with my mother to see Placido Domingo. It was nice. Bocelli as well. Sometimes I like listening to that. It's calming.
And in terms of rap, are you more France or more USA?
In rap, I like both. Yeah, I like both. I like US rap and I like French rap. Any preferences? I really like Booba, Youssoupha, La Fouine.
Beta, Omega, Omega, Beta, Alpha.
They would be my preferences in France. In the US, Eminem, Jay-Z, 50 Cent. In terms of new stuff, I like Wiz Khalifa, just now. I also really like Kanye West.
Yeah, you know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah, you know what it is.
9:30, back to the hotel. TP has a run of interviews with French radio stations. With a career in the US, up there with the rest of the NBA greats, Tony is a celebrity in France. All of a sudden, the media are all over him. Some even have the chance to collaborate with him, like RMC, a sports radio station where TP hosts a show.
Ah, yes, it's a quality commitment, and for us it dates back a long way. A show of loyalty. He's the kind of person, like when he wears the French vest. He's loyal, he's a grafter, he's there when he's needed. He plays his role perfectly. Over the years, he has also become a very good radio show host. Someone who communicates very well with his fans, and that's what we look for. When we sign someone, we sign sports personalities, but also good communicators who know how to get the message across, who know how to interact and who can create a strong link with our audience, our young evening audience. Because we also want to offer Tony to the young every evening from 8 p.m.
Barely enough time to eat and we're off again. In the car, we make the most of our time to find out about the TP show.
Well, I did a TP show for 3 years, from 2005 to 2008, and now I'm delighted to be back. There were quite a lot of comments on my Facebook and my website asking why I had given it up. I just wanted to take a bit of a break because we had covered a lot over 3 years. And now I'm glad to be back. I think it's going to be a lot of fun because radio is a way to stay connected with all my fans in France.
And will there be anything new compared to the old version?
Well, we're going to keep the concept the same, and this series will have an Olympic Games. We've qualified for the Olympic Games, so we'll take the chance to speak about it every week and try to invite a guest who will be at the Olympics to speak with me about the experience which they are anticipating there.
And would you like to talk purely about basketball or also about other sports?
No, we talk about everything on my program. We cover everything. In fact, the program is more or less, the first 5 minutes we speak live. We call it freestyle. And then there are 30 minutes on basketball, then 10 open, which we invite personalities from any area. Could be from film or music, all fields are covered. And then 10 minutes on the Olympics. That's more or less the program format.
Basketball player, radio host, ambassador. He's even the figure for a cartoon character, a street basketball player. Our Tony is clearly a superhero.
It's called Basca, and it's a project which started 2 years ago. Make a cartoon and promote the sport in France. And I thought it was a great idea, being a fan of cartoons myself. I really liked Olive and Tom when I was young. I thought it would be a good idea to have a basketball cartoon. But it's not just basketball, there are also many human adventures. We try to transmit messages and values so that when kids watch the cartoon, they learn something from it.
12:30, the appointment of the day. The 1 p.m. news program with more than 2 million viewers in France. Publicity guaranteed. Better be looking good.
This dedicated basketball star is also a man with a big heart. He has organised a gala evening tonight in Paris in support of 3 children's charities.
Halfway through the day and promotion of the gala is already underway. Good luck. 7:30 p.m. Paris City Hall. Tony Parker arrives, surrounded by his entourage. His mother Pamela, his father Tony and his 2 brothers Pierre and TJ. In the magnificent Paris City Hall, the basketball player has organised his 6th charity dinner, the Parker Gala.
It all started 6 years ago. A little boy came to see me. Sadly, he was terminally ill. We were going to lose him, and his dream was to meet me, and that really touched my heart. At that time, I was 22, and I said to my mother, I'm really lucky, and I should use my fame and everything I can do to try to help kids who aren't as lucky as me. And I will always try to give as much as I can to help the association as much as possible.
More than 200 hand-picked guests have accepted the invitation. Celebrities, artists, sports people and friends of Tony Parker. They have all paid 1,500 euros to attend the gala and are willing to contribute generously to this good cause.
He's our friend, so it's important we're here to support him.
We all have that sharing value, where we want to give back to others when we are fortunate. We can't leave with the feeling that we still want to give back to others so that everyone is okay.
You mustn't miss a chance to attend these type of events. I'm delighted to be able to help children, adults, and I hope we're going to raise a lot of money this evening.
We respect one another and show it. This is a show of solidarity this evening.
Musical interlude between courses from the talented Ayo before the auction.
Out of worry that people could dislike me. How many times did I buy things I didn't need? Cause I paid for the things instead of...
The auction can begin.
Any bidders at 1,000 euros?
Where?
Or that?
13 lots are auctioned, including a Chanel bag, Tony Parker's first luxury watch, and even a portrait of him.
Fred in the middle, 5,000. Madame has said yes. If Madame has said yes, that means it is indeed 13,000 euros. Going once. 13,000 euros going twice.
15,000.
As host of the evening, the master of ceremonies, Tony Parker, is assisted by the comedy duo Omar and Fred. Conviction and humor, anything goes to increase the bids.
Who is Omar competing with? Who is he fighting with?
A gentleman who would like to remain anonymous.
Very well.
Leave him alone.
Laisse-le tranquille. Très bien. Corde à sauter, corde à sauter, corde à sauter, c'est bon ça.
We enjoyed ourselves, and the auction brought in a lot of money. People like that gentleman over there have been very generous.
We had a great time, a great evening, but most of all, we have to remember that there are 3 associations which will be able to do lots of things next year.
200,000 euros were raised for the 3 associations, Make-A-Wish, Sécu du Bonheur and Action Innocence. Ahead of the 7th event, Tony Parker calls for donations from his fans in general.
In fact, the more you give, the more we can do. And even if you can't attend the gala, you can always go on the Make-A-Wish website to donate 10 euros, 15 euros. That can go towards something worthwhile. Everything went well. We had a great evening. I think we raised a decent amount of money. That's going to be amazing for the children. I'm very, very happy.